Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be talking about reusable nappies. Okay, so I spoke in my introductory video previously about making some videos about reusable nappies, which obviously I'm going to be doing today. This is just going to be a very relaxed chat about how we got into it really and what we find works best for our family. And yeah, just nice and basic really. So if you don't know already, my name's Katie. I've literally only done one video previous to this where I show my face, so if I look very uncomfortable, I'm just trying to get used to talking in front of a camera. This is Willow. She's 9 months old and we have been reusing reusable nappies since she was about 3 or 4 months old. We would have started sooner, but just didn't really know what we were doing, to be honest. So I'll jump straight in, make it nice and simple as I can make it. Okay, so we use a company called Littles and Blooms, which we found through Amazon. I'm no expert, I'm not going to lie, I'm just going to talk about my experience with reusable nappies. So there are different types that you can use. As far as I'm aware, there is a pocket nappy, an all-in-one, and I think there's another one, but I can't quite remember it off the top of my head. So we use pocket nappies, which literally have a pocket in them, so which is where you put your liners. Now the reusable nappy casing, which I am wearing around at the moment, is just a fabric, I'll unpop for this, it's just a fabric liner which you have to stuff to have absorbency. So this will not hold any wee or any kind of other things in this. You need to use a liner or insert or booster. Now this is where I got confused because they are called so many different things. They are basically the same thing, okay? They all absorb pee. Some absorb slightly better, some don't absorb as well, of course. So our go-to one is a bamboo insert, which they're quite thick and durable. So this is the bamboo. Now you also have a charcoal bamboo, which is these we have all bought. Sorry, these two, the bamboo, we buy alongside the Littles and Bloom nappies. So yeah, the other type you have are microfiber. I find these personally aren't as durable. Well, they're durable, but they're not as absorbent. You can see they're more flimsy and just thinner really. So because Willow is getting like a bit older, we find now that she is more of a heavier wetter than she was when she was 4 or 5 months old, which is to be expected because obviously you're drinking more water and the whole weaning process, everything like that. So we double stuff our nappies now. I will show you how to double stuff in a minute, or how to stuff a nappy in general. So this is what one looks like when it's been stuffed and poppered. As you can tell, it has a really cute design, which is one of the things I love about reusable nappies. Obviously they're great for the environment, they're better on your wallet. I mean, this is arguable with some people but you have to wash them and dry them, and obviously when it's winter, if you're in England anyway, you don't have that choice, so you have to put them on the radiator or in a dryer or something like that, which we will come back to as well. So it's really personal preference. I do prefer these because I find my little girl gets less nappy rash, and they're just great. I mean, they do make their bums look a little bit bigger in onesies and clothes, so you may find that it's a bit more of a struggle to get their clothes on, but otherwise they're fine. So you can see here, this one has poppers on it. Just unpop this. So they are all adjustable. You have a line at the top and across the bottom. Then you also have a line of poppers across the middle. So these poppers are adjustable, obviously, so so that it just makes the nappy smaller. So it's all trial and error really to find out what fits your baby best. We're currently in between poppers because she's just over a stone now, so it's just difficult to get the right size. So once you've got used to it, it's quite simple. Now we'll just have a quick discussion about the liners. On the websites of Little and Blooms and other nappy sites will state do not wash above, I believe it's like 50 or 40 degrees or something like that. They also say do not tumble dry, do not use bleach, do not use nappy creams, things like this. I personally do what I feel works for me. They say this so that you cannot destroy your nappies and then expect a refund, okay, which is obviously the same terms and conditions with a lot of companies. I wash my nappies at 50 degrees and then I put them on the radiator. I find no problem with my nappies. They are still in great condition. Most of these I've had for a good few months and they haven't lost any of the elasticity. They haven't, sorry, my was blowing my breeze. They haven't had any problems. I do occasionally use nappy rash cream if Willow has had a particularly sore bum, but we don't really have that problem. I haven't found that it has destroyed any of the nappy casings or the liners or anything like this. I do also spin my nappies once I've washed them, just to kind of get out any excess liquid, so it's just easier to dry them. Have we got stuck? There we go. So yeah, to sum up, I would rather wash my nappies at a higher temperature and make sure that the bacteria is killed before I put them back on my baby's bum, which I think most of us would rather have that anyway. So we'll come back to the liners. Now, I have different nappies. They are the same nappy, but I have a colour coding thing. So I use a solid colour nappy for night times, just because it is easier to kind of go grab a nighttime nappy. It's the solid colour one, rather than sifting through to try and find which ones have more liners in. Okay, so during the day I will leave a reusable nappy on for 2 hours at a time, and they seem to work quite well. Now I'm assuming as she gets older I'll probably need to pop an extra liner in or just change her more frequently because of the heavier wetting, but that seems to work for us. So 2 liners in a nappy case for 2 hours seems fine. So I will just quickly show you how to stuff your nappy and then I will continue with the rest of the video. So I find the best way is I use the tabs at the top, put those together, and I pop these on the edge of my hand. So I curl my fingers over and then lie them, if you can see that, up my forearm. Then grab my nappy, open the pocket which is at the bottom, and literally just push my hand in all the way, obviously pulling the liner down, if you can see that. Pulling the liner down, adjusting it at the top to make sure that it sits flat, and then just pull your arm out. I need to have a bit of a wiggle, but normally once you've done this a few times you become a pro. So that is one nappy stuffed and ready to go. There are certain liners that you can buy to put on the inside of the pocket nappy. So you have your 2 liners on the inside, which is all your absorbency. Sorry, it's getting a call. And then you can have a thin liner on the top, which is basically gathers the poop, and you just kind of pick it up and throw it away. I used these for quite a while with the liners to catch the poop, because when babies are younger they do have quite obviously messy sticky poos, and I found it was just easy to remove the residue with this. Now I do not use those anymore. I literally kind of ran out, didn't get some one day and thought, you know what, let's see how we go without it, and there's been no problem. The poo still comes out, there's no stains, there's no residue, it still comes out in a wash. it just means it's one less thing that you are throwing away. So if it's more about the environment for yourselves, then I personally would not bother with these thin papery liners. Some people, however, do use a microfiber liner on the inside, which then obviously protects the nappy and gives you a bit more absorbency. But then again, it's still a liner that's going to have the poop that you need to wash. It's your choice, really, what you feel more comfortable with. So that is basically Willow's daytime nappy. You just fold it up and popper it where you need to. These are all undone at the moment, so this is a slightly bigger size than we use. Now, just to go into a little bit more about the inserts, microfiber and charcoal bamboo are not fantastic for absorbing urine. These are more to suck the liquid away from baby's bum. I use these on top of my other liners, so just to kind of help pull the pee. I don't know why I keep doing this, but it just helps to pull the pee away from the bum. So, for example, when we do a nighttime nappy, I will have 3 of these bamboo liners, which are the thicker, more absorbing liners. So I have 3 of these and a charcoal insert. Sometimes, because Willow does sleep for a long period of time, normally I will have 4 liners, so a bamboo one and 3 of the, 1 of the bamboo charcoal and 3 normal bamboo, just to make sure that there's no leaks, there's no problems, anything like that. It's literally the same, and you stuff it exactly the same way as I showed you previously. Nice and simple. But yeah, the bamboo charcoal and the microfiber are not the best for absorbency, just remember that. You don't want to put one of these in and just expect it to be dry, because baby will not be dry. Okay, there is another type of liner. I only have 1 of these, and I'm not going to lie, I hate it. I do not use this. I do not even use the nappy that it came in. This was the first nappy I bought. It is similar to a pocket, but it kind of has like a slot where you put it into either side instead of being one full pocket that's attached. This liner, no matter how many times I bundle it over, I just don't get on with it. I mean, if worse comes to worse, I will use it with other liners as like another booster, just to a bit of extra absorption. But I don't personally rate this one. This one is cotton and polyester, but yeah, I wouldn't even bother with that. So yeah, that is basically my rundown of reusable nappies. Now, I will talk a little bit about washing them, maybe in the future. If it's something that people find will help, I will do a washing my nappies video, but I will quickly brief down how I do that. So we have a wet bag, which I do not have with me at the moment, but it is basically, we have a small wet bag, a travel wet bag, that we take in our nappy bag out with us. So if we go to restaurants or shops or whatever, we have that one, which holds, I think it's something like 3 dirty nappies. So it's perfect for like trips out, really, as long as you're not out for hours and hours and hours. We have 2 wet bags at home. What we do to stop the smell, the bacteria and all that, is we take a nappy off. If there's poo, obviously because she's older, now it's more what I like to call ploppable poo. So it's more like small human poo. Obviously she's a small human, but if you're a parent, you're going to know what I mean. So we flush the poo down the toilet, or we throw it in the bin, depending on where we are. I mean, some nappy changing facilities do not have toilets. I know that sounds really bizarre. They might just have the table and no toilet. So it depends what you're doing, really. Get rid of the poo, take the liners out of the nappy, pop them in the wet bag so it's all ready. So you literally have cases and liners are separate. Pop them in the wet bag and leave it until you wash, basically. Obviously most of these zip up, so you don't have pee and poop smell in wherever it is that you keep them. If you keep them in a laundry room or a kitchen or a bathroom or whatever, you don't want that smell. So wet bags are definitely a must. A lot of companies do send wet bags with their reusable nappies. I know a lot of companies do like bundles as well, so it might be good looking into that if that's something that you're eventually going to be interested in. So yeah, that is basically it, I think. I'm hoping I haven't forgot anything. But yeah, if I have forgot anything or there are any questions, please pop them below. I will make some notes. I will also pop in the link in the description where I bought my nappies from. I do have the solid colour nappies I may have got from another company that's like Little and Blooms, but don't quote me on that. I will have a check and pop down all the notes. So Willow's got the camera pod. So yeah, any questions, do let me know. But thank you very much for tuning in, and hopefully see you again soon. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.